Welcome to FiberChronicles. I am Bonnie. You can find me on Etsy, Ravelry, Instagram, and Facebook as FiberChronicles. I have noticed that sometimes it is difficult for people to be able to transition seamlessly while doing crocheting in the round from one round to the next. I thought I would show you how to do this, and so that you have to look to see where the transition between rounds begins and ends. While doing this, I will be using the pattern crochet market bag from the My Poppet Makers blog. The problem that I've seen other people have is in doing the bag main body part, and they're having a difficult time understanding just what to do at the end of one round and the beginning of the next to help it to be a nice smooth bag without noticing changes to it. So today I am going to show you how I do this, and hopefully this will help you, or if you are having trouble with this, to be able to do a nice seamless transition between crochet rounds. On My Poppet Makers blog, the DIY crochet market bag pattern has, in the making the body of the bag section, the row 1, as you can see here, we started over here, and it was a chain 4, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet all the way around to make this first round. Then when you come to the end of that first round, it says slip stitch into top of first chain 3. So that's what I did right here. I'd done a chain 1 and then I slip stitched into the top of the chain 3. On the row 2, it then says slip stitch into next chain space of previous row, chain 4. Then it has an asterisk to indicate that you're going to repeat the next part. So I slip stitched right here. Then I chained 4 and went on to do the double crochet in next space, in next chain space, chain 1, repeat from asterisk to end. Well, that comes around, and what on this round, and it comes around to ending with a chain 1 right here underneath that double crochet. The problem is that when she wrote the pattern, she left out the last sentence, which should have said slip stitch into top of the first 3 chains. Or in row 1, it should have said to do that on every row, and that would have made this correct. So that's what I added. I slip stitched into the chain 3, and then I slip stitched in this chain space in between to do my chain 4, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, and so forth. When I did that, I didn't really care for how that looked. That is what the pattern says, that's how it's generally done. But I tend to try different things to make them look the best. So as I came up to this one, I tried doing a chain 1 before I slip stitched into them. This one I did a little differently, and so let me show you exactly how I made it start looking so that it is just about seamless. Right now I am to where I have one more chain space before I come to the chain 4 of the previous round, or of this round. So I've already done my chain 1. I'm going to double crochet in that space, chain 1, Now I come to the chain 4 and I need to go to the third chain, 1, 2, 3, and often you could just like go in anywhere into that stitch. I find it looks much neater if you actually grab the top 2 strands when you go through. I think I may have split the yarn. Oh, nope, it worked out fine, I think. Trying to do this slowly and this far away from me makes it harder. So that pulls the chain into a position where it looks more like the other double crochet chain ones. And then I went ahead and did a chain 1, and I kind of make that one a tight chain 1 because I don't need any more than that. Then I slip stitch in that space and chain 4. I can then continue around just as I did everything else. My yarn is being fiddly on me. As I come back around, I'm going to show you this again. This time I'm going to hold my hook underhand, which I think is probably the most common way for people to hold their hook. So I'm here, I have the single crochet and the very last, or the chain I mean, and the very last double crochet. Do a chain. Now I'm going to slip stitch into the third stitch. 1, 2, 3. I want to make sure to catch both legs of this V that's on top. That is what is going to that's what's going to help the stitch, the chain, lay properly so it looks more like what the double crochets and chains look like. Now I'm going to chain 1, slip stitch into that space, chain 4, I am not used to crocheting this way anymore. It's the way I started when I was a kid. Then you start your pattern. Here it repeats. I hope that helps you to be able to see how this works to help it to lay out. Just you can, when you're looking, see that it's a little thicker right there. I don't know that there's anything you can do to fix that, but you really look at it and it looks basically. So I hope you'd enjoyed this video on doing seamless jogs between crochet rounds. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And like and subscribe, share if you wish to. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.